Good evening, everyone. I'm Linda Green from Florida, and tonight we're going to talk about weak jump shifts by the overcaller. Now, bridge has become very aggressive today. It's not what it used to be many years ago. A lot of people want to get in there and mess you up. So you've got to start learning to get in there and mess the opponents up. And you cannot just sit there and pass everyone because you don't have an opening hand. So looking at hands that have 6-card suits and 2 honors with no entry, you should always get in the bidding and try and take away the bidding space from the opponents. That is the purpose of playing a weak jump shift by the overcaller. The more we get in and preempt them, the harder it is for them to describe their hands. So tonight, I really want to show you how important it is that you get in the auction. So I'm going to share the screen with you, and we're going to start off with hand number 3. I'm going to just put back number 3 for you so we can get it on the road. And we'll discuss hand number 3. That's one of the hands we've got, and I'll go over any other hands you want to talk about. So let me share the screen with you. Here we go. And if there are any other questions you want to ask me, please don't hesitate. You can fill it in the chat, and I'll keep looking at the chat in the middle of sharing the screen. Okay, can you all see hand number 3?
Yes.
Okay, very good. All right, so let's talk about weak jump shifts. As I said, we've got to get in there. Anytime I have an entry in the hand, sometimes my hand is too strong to show a 6-card suit. But let me give you a little tip. If my partner has passed originally, and I do have a slightly stronger hand than normal with an entry, the chances are we've got no game. So I don't want to just overcall. I'd rather make a weak jump shift when my partner is a passed hand. This is something that's not in our lesson tonight, but I really want to mention it to you, that if your partner's a passed hand, there's no opportunity of you having a game, and you do have a good 6-card suit with a good entry, just make a weak jump overcall. Weak jump overcalls take away 2 spaces of bidding. So let's look at the opening hand over here. We're going to open this hand, 1 club, the south hand. And now the west hand has no entry but a good 6-card suit with 2 honors. And they should never bid 1 spade. They must bid 2 spades. Now let's talk about the north hand. North is not strong enough to bid 2 no trump, because 2 no trump would be invitational with 11, 12 points. We don't have a 4-card heart suit, and we don't have the points to make a negative double because we don't have 4 hearts, and we haven't got enough points to even mention our diamond suit. So we are out of the bidding now. It changes everything automatically, okay, because we can't even bid 1 no trump now because they've taken away our space from us.
You're home.
I beg your pardon? Somebody's asked me a question. Okay, so we pass. And what does the East do? Well, East isn't invited to the party because partner's showing a weak hand. And the only quick trick we have is the ace of diamonds. And another very important point is that when they are sitting on your left with an opening bid over your club suit, your king jack of clubs isn't worth the full value. So you should be passing as well. Now, South can't even double because South doesn't have hearts, and South can't jump over their club suit into diamonds because they're not strong enough to reverse the bidding. So they're going to have to pass this hand out when you really have a wonderful 9-card diamond fit. And it would be very easy to find that 9-card diamond fit if they'd bid 1 spade. But once they bid 2 spades, we're all out of the bidding. So we are going to get the lead of a club. top of a doubleton. Are there any questions on the bidding before we proceed? Any questions, anyone? Please tell me in the chat if you need to ask me, if you don't want me. I don't see you, but you can let me know. Okay? Top of a doubleton. They're going to play the jack. And we're going to win the queen. Now we are sitting over the king with the ace 10. So I don't think it's a very good idea to come back the club, because if you do play the ace of clubs, you're going to give them a discard, and we've got to try and build up extra tricks in this hand while we control the suit. So we would like our partner to get in, and we're not sure how we're going to find our partner because we don't know where all the points are. So we've got to make a decision. What are we going to return? We could return the ace of clubs, and then that could throw a loser away, and that would convert a loser to a loser. We don't know what's going to happen. So we have to make a decision. How are we going to defend this hand? Partner led the 8, showing a doubleton or a singleton. So you have to make the decision of how you would like to defend the hand. We could try and build up a diamond trick. I don't want to touch the heart suit. So while I have the ace of clubs, I think I'm going to play the 2 of diamonds. And they'll play the 10. And they'll win the ace. Now let's look at the hand together. We have an 8 card spade fit. We're missing the king. We're missing the queen. The percentages of the spades to break are 75%. One in one hand, the king, and the queen in the other. We need to go about working on percentages, everybody. So let's play a spade, low spade, and put in the jack. And they win the queen. What are they going to come back? Another club. It's automatic to come back the club. Low. You'll put in the 9. And before you play the ace of clubs, it's your duty to cash your diamond trick now. Take your diamond trick while you can. And now you know that all the trumps are not gone yet, because they've only played 1 round of trumps. So our only hope is that our partner can trump a club and overruff the declarer. I'm not going to play the ace. I'm going to play a low one to keep control. I want to make sure that my partner can ruff this trick. And we're not going to throw away a heart. All we're losing is the ace of hearts. I'm going to trump it with the 10 of spades. And they can't over-trump me. So they'll throw a diamond away. Well, now I know the whole story, right? We know where the king of spades is, don't we? So the only hope we've got is we're not sure if the king of spades is a doubleton or if it's 3 times. So we want to get to dummy and hope. Are they going to take the ace? I think they will. They've got to, because it could be a singleton. And what are they going to come back? Well, they're going to come back a heart. They can't play a diamond. Remember, what you don't see in dummy, you don't play. That gives a ruff and a discard. And you'll win the king. And now you're going to play another spade. And luckily, the king is doubleton, and now you can win the rest of the tricks. So now we're going to draw out the last trump. And now we've made 2 spades, everybody. We can claim. We've got the best heart and the best spades. Are there any questions? Let's look at it from the diamond point of view. They made 2 spades. Let's look at it in 3 diamonds. Let's look at it and play it in 3 diamonds. Let's count the losers, everybody. In the spade suit, we lose the ace. In the heart suit, we lose one heart. In the club suit, the finesse works. So we lose one heart, one spade, and all we're going to lose is one diamond, and we can make 4 diamonds on this hand. But the weak jump overcall stopped us from finding our diamond contract. We can actually make 10 tricks in diamonds on this hand. And that's why we need to get in and do what we can to take away 2 rows of bidding space, everybody. It really is wonderful. Are there any questions? Okay, we thought we shouldn't lead from a doubleton, but partner bid the suit. Okay? Partner bid the suit. And North cannot bid 2 diamonds, okay, over 2 spades. North would have to bid 3 diamonds, and 3 diamonds is forcing to game. And all we have is only 8 points. So we can't bid 3 diamonds because that becomes a game force. So we've really been stuck right out on this bidding. I always lead my partner's suit. I don't lead doubletons, by the way. If my partner opened a club, I lead the top of a doubleton. If my partner never bid the suit, I do not lead doubletons. You are 100% correct, but not on this hand. Any other questions?
Linda, this is the hand. I got confused before when I asked you about that other hand, but on this particular hand, I was south and I opened 1 diamond because I was afraid if my second bid was clubs, it would be a
if you opened a club and bid diamonds, it's a reverse. I realize
that's right.
that.
So that's why I opened 1 diamond.
Okay, so over 1 diamond and they bid 2 spades, you can bid 3 diamonds.
Right, they bid 3 diamonds.
It worked out okay for you, but a lot of teachers believe that they don't want to do that. Some teachers play and open a diamond, but I've been taught that you would treat the 5-card suit as a 6-card club suit and not reverse the bidding. It's a pretty good club suit. Ace, Queen, 10, 9. If the clubs were not as good, I'd open the diamond as well, but I think the clubs are pretty good. But I'm not going to say you're wrong. There are teachers that teach you to open a diamond and then bid clubs, but it really distorts the shape of your hand. It works on this hand. It works on this hand.
I think we got lucky, but
I think so too.
I was very worried when I made that bid because of the reverse. So if I didn't make, say they
Well, let's
didn't
look at it this
interfere.
point of view. Hold on a second. If the bidding went 1 diamond and partner bids 1 heart, if you open a club and partner bids a heart, you'd rebid a no trump. The king, doubleton, spade. But if partner bids a spade, you have a problem. What is your next bid? You can't reverse, so you'd have to just bid 2 clubs. I hate to distort my shape.
Right.
But it's not a train smash to open a diamond. There are a lot of teachers that teach that. Okay, I see somebody asked me if this lesson will ever be available for 0 to 60 points. You know, I think they're running the clubhouse games, especially for those who've got more points. I'll discuss it with Linda Sharpen about that. But at the moment, it's 0 to 50. But they have the clubhouse games, which cater for people with more points. So I'm not sure, Linda. I'll let you know later on, okay? On Thursday.
Thank you.
Other questions? A lot of people really want to come in this game, but they have too many points. So what can we do? All right, let's get on number 4, okay? We'll go on to number 4. Okay, number 4. West is going to open the auction. We don't have 15 points, although we have a 4-3-3-3. So we're forced to open 1 diamond. And now let's look at the North hand. We have a lovely 6-card suit. We have an entry, the King of Diamonds. It looks like it's a working card. But we don't have really defense on this hand. So to bid 1 heart is not the way to go. If you've got a good six card suit, you should bid 2 hearts without a question of a doubt. East is not going to bid at the 3 level. I don't think East is good enough to come in at the 3 level on this hand, when partner could have a 3-card suit, maybe a 4-card suit. If partner had the majors, you'd have to open a diamond on a 3-card suit, and you're too balanced and flat, and you've only got 7 points. So on this hand, I think East is forced to pass. And one thing about South, remember, when you don't fit, we quit. When you don't fit, we quit. You're not invited to the party. And that is what you're going to buy the contract for. And the contract's going to be 2 hearts by North. What do we lead? When partner bids a suit, we always lead the lowest card. It shows that you have 3 or 4 cards in the hand. You never lead your highest card. It shows a doubleton or a singleton. So the correct lead is the 4 of diamonds to show 3 or 4 diamonds. Now let's look at the hand together, everybody.
Her voice is so high pitched.
Okay,
Did
you want
you
me to
hear?
silence? I'll have to silence everybody. I can hear B talking. So let me just silence everybody. I'm going to mute you all. Okay. If you want to talk, you'll have to unmute yourself. Okay. Right, so looking at the hand, we've got to count our losers. In the diamond suit, which is the master hand? I say this every time we play bridge. The one with the long trumps. That's the heart suit. In the diamond suit, we have 1 loser, the ace. In the heart suit, we have 1 loser, the ace. In the spade suit, we have 1 loser, the ace. That's 3. And in the clubs, we may have 2 club losers. That's 5. But we can prevent all these losers if we learn how to play towards our honors. It's very important that we play towards our honors. And we want to make sure the hand that opened usually has the aces. But I don't think they can have 4 aces, otherwise they might have opened a no trump. So we're going to play the hand as follows, everyone. Third hand high. And we're going to return the 3 of diamonds, and you're going to win the king, and it's going to go to the 9 of diamonds. So looking at this hand, we've got to learn where all these aces are. Well, the first thing we have to do is we really want to play trumps. I think this is the time we need to draw trumps. I think that's more important. So let's play a heart. And they're going to win the ace. And they're going to come back another diamond. And you're going to trump it. All right, well, it's not so bad. Now we've got to draw the children off the streets. And another one. And get all the kids off the streets. Now, one thing is for sure. I've got 2 club losers. I'm not sure who's got which ace, but I need to play the spade first because that will give me entries. I can play the club first and see what happens on the club suit. Well, we've got 3 clubs, so let's try that first. I've got 3. Second hand low. Well, if the king of clubs worked, we know where the ace of clubs is. How do we avoid 2 club losers? We learn to play towards our honors. We need a taxi back to our hand. How do we get back? Play the king of spades. What are they going to come back? A diamond. There are no diamonds in dummy. And you're going to trump it. And you're going to throw away 1 club. You can afford it. Now, if the ace of clubs is on the east side, which it must be, because the hand that opened had the ace of hearts, the ace of diamonds, and the ace of spades. They will not have 4 aces. They might have opened a no trump. We know the ace of clubs is in the east hand. So our only hope on this hand is to play again towards our honors. Well, by this time, they're going to take the ace, right? They're not ducking it because they're not sure how many clubs you have. And then the rest are yours. And now you make 3 instead of 2, and you make 1 over trick. Any questions on hand number 4? Just remember, if you don't fit, you quit. You're not invited to bid over 2 hearts south. Your partner's there to obstruct them. You're not there to condone anything. Just leave her to obstruct the opponent. Any questions? None? No questions? Okay. All right. I'm happy to go on. Hand number 6. Hand number 6. The dealer is east. East is unbalanced with 5-4 in the majors. I would definitely open 1 heart on this hand. I don't think it would be correct to ever open a no trump with 5-4 in the majors. I would do it if I didn't have 5-4 with my 2 king doubletons. So if I took away the 5 of hearts and made it a club or a diamond, I'd open a no trump, but not on this hand. We're always going to open 1 heart to show a 5-card major. And now south cannot bid 2 diamonds. You're not vulnerable. It is your duty to jump the bidding to the 3 level and bid 3 diamonds. It's a great bid. Get in now, not later, because then it's too late. They've got time to describe everything. But now we have a problem, because West, without a question of a doubt, if you had bid 1 diamond south, West would have bid 1 spade. Then they would have found this 8 or 9 card spade fit. But West is not strong enough to come in with a negative double. No, can't. We don't have enough points. To force your partner to the 3 level with negative doubles, you need at least 10 high card points. We are far too weak. North isn't invited to the party. And guess what? East is vulnerable, and East can't come in the bidding either, because it's going to get the bidding too high, and we don't know what our partner has got. So you're going to pass this hand in 3 diamonds. I want you all to ask me a question before I show you how to play this hand. This is where the problems come in. It is so simple if you bid 1 diamond, because 1 diamond will help everybody get into the auction. But 2 diamonds will really mess them up. They will never find the 9 card spade fit. And they're going to leave their partner suit, the top of a doubleton. Okay? All right, so let's look at this situation. In the diamond suit, we hope the king is on our left. They did open the bidding. Hopefully, we've got no diamond losers. In the spade suit, we've definitely got 2 spade losers. In the heart suit, we definitely have 1 heart loser. And in the club suit, we may have 2 club losers. But I'm going to teach you a little trick tonight, because I want you to be able to see the line of restricted choice, especially when we can count out the hands. So here is the situation. We've got 1 entry to the dummy so far. We're going to win the ace of hearts without a doubt. And we're going to take a diamond finesse and put up the queen. And it worked. Now, we were a bit worried because we don't know how many diamonds they have. We need another taxi to the dummy. Now, it really is important that when you've got 3 clubs in your hand, that if the king of clubs is on your left, you're still going to lose 1 club trick because you've got 3. So we don't have to worry about taking a finesse. Let's get to dummy now with the ace of clubs. We don't care where the king is yet, but we do know for sure the king of diamonds is on our right. And the king came up. Well, we didn't know it was a doubleton. So now we can draw all the children off the streets. It's our last diamond. You can throw away a heart, and they will throw away a heart. And now we need to look at the club suit. Now we don't know where the king of clubs is. If the king of clubs is under the queen on the west side, the queen will become a trick. If the king of clubs is on the right side, we've got to play what's called the line of restricted choice. Let's play the club now. The king didn't come up. Are we going to put up the queen? I don't think so. Let's pray that the king is a doubleton. Please never put up the queen. If the king on the left did not come up, you must play the right hand for a doubleton king. That is called the line of restricted choice. I have no choice, partner. To put up the queen is losing bridge. I don't have the jack. I had an 8-card club fit. If they break 3 and 2, maybe the right side's got king doubleton. And you pray. And guess what? You didn't lose all your club tricks. That was wonderful. And that is what's called the line of restricted choice. Well, they're going to take their king of hearts because partner showed a high card. So now we know they've got no more hearts. And now they cannot play any more hearts. You know why? Because all those clubs are going to be good. So they've got to play the ace of spades and hope their partner's got something in the spade suit. There's nothing else to play. And now they can take 2 more spade tricks. And now they make the contract and you make 3 diamonds. And the rest are yours. Let's look at 3 spades, everybody. If you put 1 diamond and they get you 3 spades, how many losers does East-West lose in 3 spades? They lose 1 club trick for sure. They lose 1 heart trick for sure. They may lose 2 diamond tricks for sure. So we're going to lose 2 diamond tricks, 1 heart, and 1 club. We make 3 spades. Why? Because the spades fall 2 and 2, and we make 3 spades. But bidding 3 diamonds has stopped the opponents from coming in for a part score of 3 spades. Are there any questions, everybody? Any questions? No questions? We all love these weak jump overcalls. I think they're wonderful. Anybody else?
Yeah, Linda.
Yes.
Again, this is sort of a consistent question on my part.
I don't mind.
What difference does it make in terms of vulnerability?
I don't look at vulnerability.
Okay.
I don't look at vulnerability. When I want to get in, I want to get in there now.
Okay.
The chances of being doubled vulnerable against not vulnerable so slight. 90% of the time, I don't have a problem. I'm not really worried. So, you know, I would just do it.
Okay.
I mean, occasionally you might get burnt, but I don't really look at it. And this vulnerability is very favorable because here you're not vul against vul.
Right.
So that makes me feel more comfortable. You understand?
Yeah.
Much more comfortable. But it is an important question, David. It is an important question. It really is. Okay, let's go into number 10. hand number 10. I think that's one of the other hands. I want to talk about this bidding. East is going to open the auction with 1 diamond. The longer minor first, we have 4-4. I usually open the higher of 2 4-card minors. I'll open 1 diamond. And now you're all vulnerable, but I don't care about all vulnerable. I don't want to bid 1 spade. I have no wonderful hand. I've only got an outside queen, but I really want to tell my partner that I have a 6-card spade suit. Because when I overcall, I show 5. So on this hand, I would bid 2 spades. A weak jump overcall. I want you to get in there and do it, everyone. But what is West going to do? West has a clear-cut negative double. Your negative double is unlimited in points. You have an opening hand. I had 20 points the other day, and I made a negative double. There's no limit to the number of points in your hand. The main thing I want to get across to my partner is that I have 4 hearts. That is the priority. The main priority of negative doubles is to show that 4-card heart suit, because you don't want to lose that 4-4 heart fit. Now, North is not bidding. North's out of the bidding. I don't think North should be coming into the bidding at all. Not at all. So North's going to pass, because you mustn't punish your partner. If your partner made a weak jump overcall, you're done. Don't undo partner's job. And now it's up to East to make a bid. And the only bid East can make, having the double spade stopper, is to bid 2 no trump. The cheapest no trump. That 2 no trump says, partner, I have 12 to 14 points. If I had 18, 19, I would have bid 3 no trump. So my cheapest no trump over 2 spades shows 12 to 14 and a spade stopper. You've got to have a stopper in the spade suit. Either king and 1, ace and 1, queen, jack and 1, and this one's got king, jack and 1, which is even better. And it's going to go pass. And now you know you've got an opening hand opposite an opening hand. You've got 13 high card points, and you're going to now bid 3 no trump. So don't worry about people coming in when you've got an opening hand opposite an opening hand. You've got to show that you have that 4-card heart suit. And we're going to leave the 10 of spades, the top of an interior sequence. Ace, queen, 10, 9, we leave the 10. Let's look at our winners together, everybody. In the spade suit, we have 1 trick so far. In the hearts, we have 4. That's 5. In the diamond suit, we've got 1 is 6. In the clubs, we've got 2 is 8. We need 1 more club trick. We've got to do what's called a safety play. What is a safety play? Let's look at it now. If we win the jack of spades, everyone, which we're going to win now, we need to look for that queen of clubs. King in 1 heart, a spade, means we've still got another stopper. The dangerous hand, the very dangerous hand is North. We don't want to ever let North get the lead, because if North gets the lead and they come back a spade, they're going to swallow up our spade and we're going to go down. So we've got to take what's called a safety play. Let's take a finesse into the south hand, and they can never attack the spade suit. So what we're going to do is the following. You're going to play a club to the ace. And now you're going to play the 10 of clubs, and if they don't cover the queen, you're going to duck it. We don't mind if South gets in with the queen of clubs, because they can never touch our spade suit. And you get rewarded. That is the safety play. If you let North in and finesse the other way, down the drain you go. They're going to come back a spade and swallow up your king, and it's gone. So when you have an unprotected king now, you've got to take that safety play into the south hand that they cannot touch the spade suit. And now we're home. We're going to make all these extra tricks. We didn't know they'd have the queen. We didn't mind losing the queen. We didn't mind at all. And now we've got all these wonderful tricks. So we take the clubs. And now we're going to play the high card from the short side first. Remember the high card from the short side? And then we're going to play a heart. And we've got to throw the spade away. We have to. We've got no choice. We're going to play the ace of hearts. And if they throw a diamond, I can afford one spade. Now on the king of hearts, they throw another diamond. I have to throw away a diamond. I have to keep parity. I have to, with declarer. They're going to play a diamond. They're not going to mess around. They're going to take that ace of diamonds now. And they've got 10 tricks. They'll exit and hope that the south gets in. But south didn't get in. North got in. And now we can swallow up that spade. If south got in, we would make another trick, an over trick. And now we're very, very happy here. Weak jump overcalls by the opponent is a great way of really messing up the opener and the responder. Are there any questions, everybody? Any questions? Any questions? Okay. I've done all 4 hands. I'm ready for you. If you want me to ask me others. Somebody asked me about another hand. Number 12. Someone asked me to do number 12.
That was me, Linda. Yes. Please.
Okay, what did you want to know? The bidding or the play of the hand?
Well, the bidding and the bidding and the play of hand was pretty gruesome what happened.
Oh, okay. I'm going to look at it. I've never looked at this hand before. So it's going to go pass by west. And north is going to open 1 club. And now you have the majors. You've got 6-4. And I like to show my shape. If I was 5-5, I'd use a Michael's cubit, but not with a 6-4. I would never do it with a 6-4 hand. So on this particular hand, 6 1 7 13 14, I'm not good enough to double and bid. So I'm going to bid 1 spade. To double and bid spade shows 18 or more high card points. And now, south can't do anything over 1 club. He might make a negative double. He's got 4 hearts and 4 diamonds. I think he may double. I think he's going to double to show 4 hearts and diamonds. Hearts and diamonds. This hand's going to pass. And now what is he going to do? He's got a problem. He has to make a bid. He's got the spade stopper. He has not got 4 hearts. His partner promises usually the other minor and 4 hearts. So he's going to bid 1 no trump. I've got the spade stopper partner. And now this hand here, the east hand, okay, is not vulnerable against vulnerable. And 6-4 bids some more. Well, you're not going to bid hearts now because they showed 4 hearts. But looking at this hand, the hand is too good to pass 1 no trump. Partner took you for 5 spades. I would bid 2 spades on this hand. Remember, 6-4 bid some more. And I think that's where we're going to play. How did you finish up on this hand?
Well, we got to, somehow we bid up to 4 no trump.
Oh my God. How?
And then, so then they came in right away with the spades and just like, it was like a train wreck.
Okay.
And so they doubled as well. So we lost 1,700 points. So
oh my gosh. Okay. So
I learned a lesson about, I guess,
because my partner said 2 no trumps, so I assumed that she had like 13 points and I had opening points, so I just.
Okay, so let me just reiterate the most important thing about takeout doubles. To make a takeout double and then bid spades, you guarantee 18 or more high card points. I am not strong enough for that. So I would rather get my 6 card spade in first and hopefully bid hearts afterwards. But once they made the negative double, I'm not even going to mention the heart suit. And look at my losers. If we have to use the losing trick count, I've got 1 spade loser, the king. I've got 1 heart loser, the ace. I've got 2 club losers. That's 4. And I've got 1 diamond is 5. I am never letting this hand play in anything, and I'm always going to put 2 spades on the hand. And that's the end of the party. We're never going to discuss it ever again. We got to know when to stop the train. And that's the problem. I try to teach you control. I see too many people just go running off at a tangent and they never stop. The train just goes. It just keeps running, running, because they never know to do mini, midi, maxi. Work it out. There's too many points in this deck. If you've got those points and they're opened on your right and they bid on your left, how many points do you think partner's got? So we never have to get busy on the east hand. Just bid 2 spades and then we're done. No more. I will never bid again. Does that help you?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
I hope that helps you.
Well, I mean, every time we play, we're both, the people I play with, we're rookies. And
Okay.
so we tend to
Overbid.
make when we make mistakes,
Right, but
they're big ones sometimes.
right, but Diane, you got to tell your partner, my right hand opened, my left hand bid, I add up my points, how much can my partner have? And we take them for minimum hands. We know 6s at least in the south hand. We know 12 at least in the north hand. How much do you think partner's got? So we never have to get busy, okay? Always think about that.
Okay.
Any other questions on any other hands you'd like to discuss? Any other hands? Nobody? David, anyone? Laurie, any hands? Have you looked at all of them? No? Okay.
Hi, Linda. I don't have a question on the hands, but
Yes,
the orientation of north, south, east, west,
Which hand number?
on all the hands, it's different from what we played. Am I correct? I was east, west, and I was top and bottom. My partner and I were top bottom. And in
Were
this,
you sitting east the whole time in the tournament, or were you sitting west?
I think I was east, but my name was at the bottom of the screen.
Yes, because that's the way they do it on BBO. That's okay.
Oh, so that I'm having difficulty like following where I am. So
Oh, okay. Sometimes it works like that.
Okay.
It
All right.
usually is this way, but sometimes I've been the other way. I've seen it on BBO. It
Okay.
depends on the movement they're playing. Let me explain to you, Carol. If they're playing a howl movement, which is what they may do with a small number of tables, one time you'll be north-south and one time you'll be east-west.
I see.
If they play a Mitchell, when you have enough tables, you will always be the same direction all the time.
I see.
And that's the reason, okay?
Okay, so that's why it's a little
That's
confusing.
the reason, okay.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Any others? Okay. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing the screen. I'm going to tell you what we're going to do on Thursday. Thursday evening, I'm going to go over overcalls, okay? Weak jump overcalls by the opener. Weak jump overcalls, no, by the responder. Not by the overcaller, the responder. When your partner opens the bidding, I want to discuss a weak jump overcalls by the responder. That is completely different to the weak jump overcalls by overcalling on the left of the opener. It's going to be the responder's weak jump overcalls. So that's what we're going to do on Thursday night. And I hope you had a good time. And I will stop the recording. And thanks very much, everybody.
Thank you, Linda.
Yeah.
Pleasure.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
Linda.